sharing.
Very nice.
I made mistakes, crashed and burned, so many chances, no time to learn. I need to find another way to make things right. I will be coming back again a second time.
Yay, the preview looks right. Good.
Yes. Hello.
Hello. Come on.
Hello, Prospero, Jessica, Brittany.
Hi.
Hello. Hello.
Pepper's mad.
Why?
She hated being up on her little bed right here, and now she's pouting because
Now
she's
she's
not
mad
over
because
here.
she's not over there?
Yeah,
Dang.
I can't win with her.
Nope.
She's glaring at you every time you make a big noise.
She's like, you son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Right, let's do cheeky. Oh man. Okay.
If I had another chance, I'd make things right.
Come on.
See the light behind your eyes is fading now.
Jigga. Jigga jigga.
All right. You know, the beginning of every show, I have a little race with myself to see how quick I can share all this stuff across multiple platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, come on. And CreepGeeks. Is it our Instagram handle? There we go. Let's see. Oops.
Very nice.
Yeah. Already posted there.
So, I can post there too. Brian's here. Hello. Hello. How do we sound? Can you guys hear us?
Yeah.
Brittany shared. Yay. Typical female animal. You gonna take that from Jessica?
I have no idea.
She's probably talking about Pepper.
My computer locked up again. So
Close some of those 1,000 windows.
how am I supposed to share it across multiple platforms?
Look, man, I got my own thing going on there. I got a lot. Got a lot happening here. A lot.
I just got kicked out. Great.
Jay's here. Hello.
Not my fault.
Ownership, man. Take ownership. When's the last time you defragged? Keep asking you if you want a new computer. You keep like, no, I don't want it. So what do you want me to do?
Well, I think a new computer's on the back burner.
It needs to be on the front burner if we're going to keep doing this.
Camera.
Still a delay. I don't know what to tell you, man. I can't make the delay go away. I think that's just how it is. I don't know. I don't know what's up. We even moved again. Straight connected
Yep.
to our network. I'm not sure what's up. Brittany says no delay for her, and she's in Virginia. So I'm thinking, Mr. Brian, it might be what we like to say, crap internets.
Yeah.
Or maybe you got parental controls enabled. maybe that's what it is. Kind of like, okay, now she says she's lying. All you guys. The only way to not have a lag is if I actually introduce a lag. And then we'll never be able to interact. I got like ultra low latency set and all that stuff. The real choice is, do I start with the Pepsi or do I start with the coffee?
Ew.
Thanks, Jay. What I'm trying to do with my hair is just keep it. Ooh. All right, everybody's complaining about a delay. I don't know what to do. There's nothing we can do. Dr. Pepper's for suckers. I'm just saying.
Dr. Pepper's good with, or for, like...
It's good in a trash can.
Barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you as far as this delay goes.
I unplugged everything and I turned off the, I put airplane mode on like all my devices.
I don't think it's the internet's necessarily. It's
Well, Facebook just kicked me out twice, so.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
I don't know.
So.
Let's see. There we go.
All right, and we're back. Jay says, can you share it to my Facebook? Also, I'm tired of being limited in what I can say.
What?
I don't know what Jay's talking about. We have to share it to him individually.
I guess. I don't understand.
Click the link, man.
All the posts are public,
Yeah, click it.
so they're shareable.
The link.
If-
150 proof rum Diet Dr. Pepper. That's probably about the most disgusting thing I've heard all day.
Oh, gosh.
Diet Dr. Pepper. Not even a real doctor. It's like diet physician's aid.
I should get Pepper a little doctor costume so she could be Dr. Pepper for
She can be Dr. Salty. She's very salty right now. Salty.
Gosh.
But you guys can hear us okay? I mean, it sounds nice and loud and crisp and clear and all that good stuff. That's what we're looking for, really, right now.
Huh.
Cornbread's here. AKA cornbread.
God.
Sweet. Yeah, there is a little bit of a delay, but I think that's introduced. Probably through the YouTubes.
Great.
The rum evaporates in the glass. I have to be careful. Drops on my desk and it ate the varnish. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's like paint thinner at that point. Very nice. And Brian has an inappropriate emoji.
I was trying to see what that emoji was. So.
I don't know. Talking head or something.
I think it's spitting.
Gross.
Sure.
Spitting fire. What?
I don't know. I couldn't. It's doing it again where I can't hear myself. I heard myself for the first like 3 seconds.
Okay, and I don't know what to tell you. You got a brand new set of $100 headphones over there.
I know.
I'm beginning to think the problem really is that it's you guys. It's everybody. Everybody is the freaking problem here.
You're just a ray of sunshine.
It's like it's not spitting. I don't even know what does that mean?
It looks like an emoji coughing. So, and spreading the flu. That's what it looks like to me.
Here, can you hear yourself now?
I don't know. Yes, I can.
Okay. Well, are you talking and
Yes, I am. That's why I ratcheted
Well, you gotta
this
remember-
thing, so,
You got to be a little bit closer on it.
yep.
Because when you're back here, you can't hardly hear.
I know. That's why I'm
Okay,
right here.
just making sure. Because, but it says Audio Technica right here.
Yep.
Right.
Cornbread. Lag means they are listening. That's right. We got like each of you guys plus your personalized FBI agents tuning in.
Well, watch the plosives, man. Yeah, watch it. I hate that. It's right in my ear. Cannot stand it. No. I'm dead serious. It's like, It's like, no. No. Don't make me turn this show around. All right. Yes, if I could do the podcast without any viewers, I would be happy. It'd be quick and easy. Wouldn't have to worry about lag and things. I swear, man, we get everything set up. Everything is fine. We hit, okay, let's go ahead and stream. And then boom, that's where the problem starts. It's like, what the hell, man? So if we were to actually record this without actually streaming it, there you go. It would be better.
We just put it at the front. Like, this show was pre-recorded in front of a live studio.
From a live Studio Pepper. So, live in front of Pepper.
It's Pepper and your spider plant thing.
Yeah. That spider plant thing is called Big Mama. That plant's been alive for like 20 years. I didn't know plants could live that long.
Oh.
All right, so I guess we got everybody here. Everybody here that's going to be here. So I think we're going to go ahead and start the old podcast.
Alrighty.
So actually, before we do that, what's for dinner?
Pot roast. Pot roast is for dinner.
Pot roast. It's roasting in the crock pot.
Yeah.
Right now. Yeah. See, here we go. And and I noticed that too. Jay says it was fine for the, fine and perfect for the first 3 weeks.
Yep.
On YouTube. Now it's not. I don't get it. We haven't really done anything different. Except for change the day. So, I don't know. Gross. Oreo cookies, a grappling hook, and 33 meters of rope. What's Brittany oh my god about? Oh my god.
Pot roast. Ooh, Brian's got a fancy dinner. Pork chops, fried cabbage, and mashed potatoes.
Nice.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Now I'm hungry.
Wait, hold on a second. You said I wanted beef rump roast, but I picked pot roast because it came with cool looking potatoes. What are you doing? I can read your comments. Everybody's fired. I got your rump roast. Rumpelstiltskin.
Okay.
Hello. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start a podcast. Everybody ready? Doesn't matter. Here we go. I like peanut butter. I like peanut butter. Peanut butter. I like peanut butter. I like peanut butter. I like peanut butter. Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/CheapGeek. So, welcome back to the CreepGeeks podcast. This is episode number 99.
Irish Bigfoot, Dinosaur Bird, and Disney Weird.
Very nice. So it begins again, and we're back. This is episode number 99 of the CreepGeeks podcast. This is Irish Bigfoot, Dinosaur Bird, and Disney Weird. So you ready?
Maybe.
All right, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and start a podcast like we always do with a special thank you to all the people that watch while we're doing our live stream podcast. Because that's what we do. We do a little live streaming action on Sundays.
Yep.
Like, Sunday. So you can watch us, go ahead and record and struggle to record the podcast live. That's what we do.
Yep.
Little live stream action there. It's actually on the old YouTube, so if you want to listen and watch, you certainly can. You're more than you can. Whatever, right? Yeah. And what is this podcast?
It is an offbeat news podcast where we explore the strange, the stupid, paranormal, and tech topics circulating the web.
That's right. So you can find us pretty much anywhere you listen to a podcast: iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play Music, iHeartRadio. Anywhere you can find a podcast, you can find us. Yeah, Spotify, and then of course the replay on YouTube and Facebook as well, and a website.
Yeah.
So if you go to CreepGeeks.com, you can find the latest episode right there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So very nice. Very much appreciate you tuning in. And I just realized how loud this sounds in here because we took all the acoustic stuff down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot more echoey.
It's not too bad.
So anyway, so we like to talk about creepy, weird stuff and funny stuff and stuff we see in the news and all types of stuff like that and stuff that we think is interesting. Yeah. And one of the things that we like to do is we like to start off the podcast with a creepy or random or interesting factoid.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
And so we actually have one. You want to know what it is?
Sure.
Okay. This interesting random factoid is simply this. Justin Bieber is not a reptilian. And that's according to his manager. So evidently, he's been accused of being a reptilian in the past, probably multiple times.
It was like last year that it was like all over the...
Yeah, he's a reptilian.
It's like for a whole summer that he was a reptilian.
Yes.
So.
But basically, according to his manager, he's not.
Okay.
So there you go. That's the interesting random factoid. I find it pretty interesting because I still think he's a reptilian.
I don't know what he is. I think there's something very wrong with him lately. Like out of the blue, I saw, because I get alerts on stuff like news alerts, like hiking. I have a Google alert set up for it, and this news alert came in: Justin Bieber hiking. What? So I click on it, and he's not hiking. He's walking through the foothills in California.
That's right.
But they had taken some creepy photos of him at some weird angles and all this other stuff. He's joined some sort of religious organization, some sort of fringe religious group. He
all about the reptiles.
Has some sort of weird relationship with a new celebrity girl and all this other stuff.
He's like married now.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, he just kind of went off the deep end, and I do not care.
Well, according to Scooter Braun, which is Justin Bieber's manager, he says, yeah, I hate to break it to people. He's not a secret lizard person. That's something that somebody would say when they are, a secret lizard person. So he's probably is too.
Yeah.
Well, he is Canadian. So does that make him incapable of lying? I don't know.
I don't know. There seems to be a large group of people, though.
A large group of Canadian reptiles. Reptilians.
Basically a dedicated group of paparazzi who are...
Look at that. Look at that face.
Yeah.
He is definitely a reptilian.
They are purposely seeking him out to get these weirdly angled photos that he looks like a reptilian.
Yes.
So they're hiding behind cubicles, in bathrooms, jumping in and out of taxis, stuff like that. So people are convinced that he is, but I guess with all those things I just said, hiding in bathrooms, popping out in inappropriate moments, it's causing an inconvenience to him, so that's why his manager said that.
Well, this started in 2014, right? When he was arrested for driving under the influence. Remember Bill O'Reilly and the O'Reilly Factor?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he covered it, right? Showed a video, and he had like old Biebs was standing there in his weird jumpsuit, and he's blinking weird. Like he wasn't like blinking like we blink like two eyes at the same time. He's like blinking like one eye at a time.
That could be drugs, though.
That's a sure sign of a reptilian. You also like blinking sideways, so it's like instead of going up and down like your eyelids,
Yeah,
like,
but they say the same thing about like Lady Gaga.
exactly.
And
Reptilians, man, that's the whole thing. They hide, they masquerade as humans.
I don't think that's it.
You know how reptiles also have a little like cloudy snot layer that covers the eyes to protect them against dust and stuff like that? Definitely shifter. Freaking reptilian, man. I'm telling you.
I don't think he's a reptilian.
Sure is.
I do think he's probably, probably in the next 5 years, we're going to
Shapeshifter.
get some sort of weird, like, blow up on the news that he's joined some sort of weird
Here's one of the quotes. It happened so fast, but everyone saw it and started screaming and crying. A lot of people were running for the exits. There were girls hiding in the toilets, locking them in the cubicles and crying, right?
Yeah.
Guys were running for the exits, jumping in taxis and trying to get out of there. It was mayhem.
Yeah.
Gotta punch that reptilian right in the nose.
But they say the same thing about the paparazzi doing the same exact actions, trying to get these photographs of him. So.
Definitely a reptilian.
No, I don't think so.
Yep. See, all right. There was an alleged news story on the website Perth Now, and this has since been taken down. That makes it even more ominous, right? Mm-hmm. That describes the alleged scene at a concert where fans repeatedly saw Beeb's head shrink, turn black with a black stripe down it, right? And then his hands grow into big scaly claws that are lashing out angrily.
Oh, I remember that article.
And so he's all like, yeah.
No, I remember that.
He descends from a dominant reptilian Illuminati bloodline called the Babylonian Brotherhood.
Oh, God.
Or the Illuminati. Yeah. David Icke is good at this. This article brings out David Icke.
Yeah.
Talks about reptilians and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that Beebs is reptilian.
I don't know.
Along with Lady Gaga.
One of the people in the chat is, he got called a reptilian because he ate that burrito. And at the bottom of this article is basically a reference to that burrito thing where he ate a burrito from the middle rather than starting at one end.
What kind of savagery is that? That's something that a reptilian would do.
I don't think that's reptilian. I just think that's, again, drugs.
You know what that is? That's actually some serial killer shit right there. Boom. Eating a burrito from the middle. That's like eating a piece of pizza from the wrong end as well. From the side. That's what serial killers do. If you're ever in a restaurant eating a piece of pizza and you see like serial killer grab it and hit from the crust and bite to the middle of the crust and
No.
Call the cops. It's like, what? It's like, I'd like to report a serial killer.
He's not a serial killer. There's just
He's a serial killing reptilian.
Okay, I take it back. He's not a reptilian. He may be a serial killer.
He's from the dipshittery clan. So, I don't know.
I've noticed these reports of reptilian people. They died down for a little bit, but then about last year it started up again. And it's all these mainstream yet offbeat artists, things like Lady Gaga, Justin Bieber. There's another female singer that's been accused of the same thing. I can't remember.
RuPaul.
No.
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, that's Miley Cyrus.
Definitely a reptilian.
No, I don't think so.
Cher's a reptilian.
If Miley Cyrus is a reptilian, that means her dad.
So is Dolly Parton.
That means her dad is a reptilian.
No, it doesn't. There's mixed marriages, man. Don't be a racist. So that's when he sings his achy breaky heart, right? That's all he's got. Remember he had a mullet?
I wish you stop. I'm like speechless.
Hey, that's what happens, man.
So Miley Cyrus. I'm done.
She's half reptilian. Mm-hmm. From the lizard clan.
Oh. We have a comment in the chat that Justin Bieber better not come to New Mexico because someone will hurt him for eating a burrito like that.
That's true. That's possible.
Yeah. But the climate is perfect for reptiles, so...
Somebody might eat him like a burrito.
That's true.
Yeah. So anyway, there you go. There's our interesting random factoid for this particular episode of the CreepGeeks podcast episode number 99. Justin Bieber is not a reptilian. So says his reptilian manager. Don't believe it.
Stop.
Don't believe it. So.
I don't.
Very nice. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's all we got. That's it. That's all See?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yep. I'm knocking all the stuff over here. Feel a little cramped. I need to get some kind of like cool command center thing going on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nice. All right, so anyway, I thought it was kind of strange to put that in there. It was like, you know, it's like he had to come out with a public service announcement and go, hey, man, Justin Bieber is not a reptilian. I'm thinking he probably just been better suited to just not saying anything at all. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, oh, no, only the bad guys proclaim that they're not a bad guy, right?
Yeah.
So everybody's like, see?
But I also think it's more of just a marketing ploy. I mean,
to get more attention?
Yeah.
All he's got to do is just, you know, walk around and just walk around in a weird place they wouldn't normally be.
Well, that's why I got that weird hiking alert. I'm like, how is this hiking? He's walking through some foothills.
Well, that's what they call it in California when you just like walking around anywhere and oh yeah, I did a hike at the mall today. But no, you didn't. You just walking.
I think whenever a celebrity has a slight dip or lull in whatever they're actually doing, you know, whether it's a movie or singing or concerts, whatever it is, if there's any dip, some sort of the manager goes and does something, whether it's a rumor or dispelling a rumor. That's what I think this is. So,
or maybe he's just not good at damage control.
That's true.
Like, hey, he's not a reptilian, everybody. Like, what? He's not a member of the Illuminati's. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, last podcast, we actually talked about dinosaur bird versus remember, like rock versus thunderbird versus all that stuff. We talked about sightings. Well, again, here's another sighting that occurred, right? Mm-hmm. And this is another man shares encounter with dinosaur bird.
Oh. Okay, and this is in Goshen, Indiana.
Yeah.
Okay. So a Goshen, Indiana man says he and a group of friends came across an unidentified flying animal that resembled a pterodactyl with a pterodactyl with a wingspan of approximately 12 feet. The eyewitness, a 39-year-old professional trainer. Oh, that was a weird break in the article. 39-year-old professional.
It has dashes. 39-year-old
professional trainer.
Yeah.
Who provided his full name and contact.
There you go. Look, there's a little bit of credibility for this one. He actually gave his full name and stuff.
Yeah, but asked to remain anonymous, sent the following report to Cryptozoology News. I just read your article about the dinosaur winged creature a man saw. These breaks in this article is going to kick me.
Yeah.
I just read your article about the dinosaur winged creature a man saw, and that brought back some interesting memories. We were taking a night hike to a local dam. It was my second year college at Goshen College back in 2000. I was with a few people and a friend of mine who lived within a 3-minute walk to the dam. We always like to take night hikes, especially on the full moon. That's weird. This was around early to mid-September, and we could remember the moon being super bright and big. The dam area has a long walk to the edge where the waterfall flows over into a smaller part of the Elkhart River. That sounds like a murder, not a crypto encounter. There's another part that goes off into a wooded trail section down below. You can take some steps down this rocky area down to where the dam flows into the river. In this area, there's a lot of vegetation and whatnot. A lot of people use that area for fishing and hanging out. But on this night, we only made it to the upper part where the water drops off. Not even a minute getting into the edge of the falls, we hear a loud rumbling noise where the rocks are at. It sounded as if someone was moving the rocks around. All of a sudden, we see this dinosaur-looking creature fly upwards from that area. It was dark, but we could still see in the moonlight. We knew it wasn't a stork or any other type of bird because we were close enough to feel a huge gust of wind coming from the creature as it took off. The sound of flaps from its wings sounded like something from a Jurassic Park movie. However, that was not the scariest part. About 2 flaps into the air, we heard the brush down below, which connects the woods, move around a lot, and then we heard the loudest boom. Someone had shot a shotgun at it.
That's why I put that in here.
We took off running as fast as we could. We ran about 100 feet before we could see the large creature crash into a tree across the lake. We ended up running back to my friend's house, and not even 3 minutes later, we heard cop sirens heading to the area. The next day, we went to the other side of the dam where we think the creature landed at, and we didn't find anything. We found a bunch of huge broken limbs, and that was it. No blood, nothing. The other odd part was that there was an old man that was walking around there with his dog. He stopped by us and looked up and said, "You saw it as well, didn't you?" We said, "We saw what?" He said, "Flying thing." We said, "Yeah," and he asked him if he had seen it before, and he said, "I've seen a lot of things in my time I can't explain. Some things you don't want to mess with, and others simply just want to be left alone. This is the second kind." He said it's never harmed anyone or anything that he knows of, and that the creature was big enough to carry us off if it wanted to. We asked him about who was shooting at it, and he said there are others who have seen it too, but who knows what their agenda is with it. Probably for fame for killing it.
Yeah, that's why I think this story is bullshit.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, except for that last sentence, I actually kind of believe.
No, I mean, who says that? You saw it as well, didn't you? The flying thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of things in my time that I can't explain. Nobody talks like that. Nobody. I mean, come on.
I mean,
Yeah, some things you don't want to mess with, and others simply just want to be left alone.
with the exception.
And this is the second kind. No, this is like nobody speaks like that.
But the encounter.
The conversation should have went like this. Did you see that thing? Yeah. Don't mess with it, man. Whatever the hell it is. Somebody's probably shooting at it. You know, nobody speaks like. Maybe some embellishment in there. And see, when I first seen where this dude included his, and according to the article, included his name and everything, I was like, okay, cool. Right? And then as you get to it, it's like, wow, this is a well put together little story. No, this is bullshit.
I think up until those last like 2 or 3 lines, this is a very believable encounter.
Yeah, there was others who've seen it too, but who's know what their agenda is.
Yeah, I mean,
Nobody speaks like that.
maybe a Native American grandpa or something.
Yeah, Lou Diamond Phillips, right?
Yeah.
He plays Native American, but nobody else speaks like Lou Diamond Phillips does. No. I don't, and I was thinking, okay, I mean, seeing something like that explode, I mean, even somebody shooting at it, but then, nope, I don't think it's real. Which is kind of sad. I was like, wow, man, maybe somebody, that'd be kind of cool. I mean, because should be some kind of evidence, but who knows?
See, one of our listeners kind of agrees with me. It seemed believable.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really think, wow, this is a very credible account right until the last 2 to 3 lines just kills it.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I have had people try to talk to me like that, especially if, it's young kids. And then it's older person.
Come on, man. Nobody speaks like that.
I've run into some weird people trying to tell me stories about hiking and stuff,
Yeah.
And input their wisdom upon me or something,
Telling you, not real.
I don't know.
Not a good one. Fake.
I thought it was.
Well, anyway, that was kind of weird. But speaking of weird, this is actually pretty weird, too.
Yeah.
Right. The second article, I read this and I was like, man, this is, after you read it, you're like, what? So anyway, we're going to paraphrase it because we're going to not read articles word for word anymore. I don't like that.
Okay.
So check it out. And this makes sense. And I was actually like, and it's kind of creepy, kind of gross.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me pop this up here so everybody can see it at home. So the article is Disney employees say the theme parks are popular for scattering cremated remains.
No.
Or ashes.
Oh, God.
So the theme park is popular for spreading dead people, your loved ones, right? Isn't that kind of gross?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay. So pretty much what it boils down to is, okay, let's do some rules here. If you get caught, depending on which theme park you're in, and Disney theme park, you're probably going to get kicked out. But if you're in California, you may get arrested because that's illegal.
Oh, gosh.
Like to be dumping, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spreading human remains. Yeah. So there we go. So all right, I didn't realize that they could already see it. So here we go.
My thing is,
hold on. So employees at Disneyland in Anaheim, California, right? They told the Wall Street Journal that theme parks are popular because people will go in there, aside from just doing the rides and all that stuff. And Disney does have this sort of weird culture going on, but it's popular amongst people's like last wishes that they hey, I want to be spread at like Disney World. So this is evidently not an unusual thing. Right?
Yeah.
So a Disney spokeswoman says that scattering ashes on the company property was strictly prohibited, unlawful. So, and if you get caught, you're going to be escorted off the property. But some guests have gone through great lengths to get their ashes in, right? Mm-hmm. Like prescription pill bottles, makeup compacts, stuff like that. And employees told the Journal that it happens about once a month that human ashes will be spread. Like in flower beds, shrubberies, classic attractions like the Pirates of Caribbean or Caribbean and the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
Those are popular depositories where people like deposit stuff. And the Haunted Mansion is probably has so much human ashes in it that it's not even funny.
Oh, that's so gross.
That came from a Disneyland custodian. There's even a code for it.
Oh.
It's called Code HEPA. HEPA.
Oh,
like the HEPA filter?
Like the HEPA
because, you can't just throw away human remains.
Yeah.
So they have to use the HEPA vacuum to vacuum up the ashes, and they'll dispose of them. They don't really say what they do with the ashes once they've been gathered.
So wouldn't you check, though? I mean...
Check what?
Call Disney World or Disneyland, because here, did you know you can actually...
It wouldn't matter if you said yes or if they said yes or not. It's still illegal. There's proper ways to dispose.
You can call the Grand Canyon ahead of time and say, hey, I would like to spread some ashes. And they ask you a couple of questions, and then you have permission to spread cremated remains at the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
So, but
that's different. This is
an amusement park.
It's an amusement park.
It's an icon in culture. So I figured people would have the foresight to call ahead, or when planning their last wishes, they would have, I should check. I mean, oh God. And I just picture somebody dropping some ashes, like subtly or quietly in the background.
Well, they try, but there's cameras everywhere.
Yeah. And some kid ordering a hot dog, and then the breeze,
grandma flavored.
Yeah. And like that Pocahontas song, Colors of the Wind.
Gross.
Cremated remains. I mean... Yeah,
what they'll do is they'll close down the ride temporarily due to technical difficulties, and then they'll use the HEPA vacuum cleaners to take care of it.
That's so disgusting.
Yeah, and even if it happens like on a water ride or whatever, they'll stop and turn off the water pumps and stuff, and they'll go vacuum the water.
Which is... Oh, gosh, that's like a sanitary issue.
All of it's a sanitary issue, man. You got enough stuff weird going on there. It's like... I don't know. But yeah, I was completely freaked out about it. I was like, what? And then it made sense. I'm like, oh, yeah. So there you go. Disneyland, Disney World being so popular, and it's such an iconic thing. And it's part of the pop culture that we have.
Yeah.
And there's people that really love Disney. So,
I know. My friend Eric's wife, she's like really into Disney.
Yeah, well, I mean, especially, overseas, before it got over there.
Yeah.
With like Euro Disney and all that stuff. Yeah, it was huge. It's iconic for us.
Yeah. But no. God.
So if you get caught in California, I think they'll call the cops on you. If you get caught on the East Coast, you just get kicked out of the park.
Yeah. That's so gross.
Isn't that nice?
No, it's terrible.
Awesome. I don't know. It's creepy. Makes you think, though, doesn't it? So, yeah. So anyway, when I read that, I was like, wow, that's pretty crazy and kind of gross. And I was like, well, I don't know if that's, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. But then I did some more cyber sleuthing. Right?
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of weird stuff about Disney.
Yeah. Oh, we have 2 comments from a chat. Brittany says she read that they can get at least 2 to 3 calls a year about scattering remains at Disneyland.
Really?
Prospero, oh, that's grim. He has a story as to why an attendant has to be with people when they get permission to scatter ashes at sea from a British Columbia car ferry. So,
Why?
apparently a lady got permission to scatter her husband's ashes from the ferry, but the wind blew them back on the side of the ferry. Sadly, that was the day they had painted that side of the ship.
That means he's going to haunt it forever.
Oh, that's good.
Well, I mean, it does happen.
Yeah.
Typically, and part of it is it's a little bit of a respect thing too, because the way it's supposed to go, we did actually a bunch of burial at seas on my ship. You know, you have the people there, you have the remains that's going to be deposited, right? Mm-hmm. And then you have an attendee, and what'll happen is that the bridge will call down and let them know now's the time.
Yeah.
You know, to make sure that the wind doesn't blow back in your face and everything else, because nobody wants to sweep up some dead dude.
Fred.
Yeah, and we've had to do that where,
Yeah.
you know, we turned the wind, we did what we were supposed to do, but the wind brought someone back on, you know, and it's, and you don't freak out, you just take care of business, and then you mark the spot and latitude, longitude, all that stuff. And then later on you go and you sweep up the deck and kind of do it like that. So, yeah, and plus you have to make sure that after you scatter some and then you do the rest, there's different ways to do it. We've had burial at seas where it's not cremated; it's like the body, mm-hmm. and it's all weighted and all this other crazy stuff. But yeah, whenever you see stuff like that, I always think of Big Lebowski, mm-hmm. where they go to take Donnie, and he's in like that Maxwell House or Folgers can or whatever.
Yeah.
And they go to, because he wanted to be, and they kick him in the wind, and it's just like all in Lebowski's face. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
What? That's just creepy, though. And we got people sharing places, you know, that people throw ashes or, you know,
Yeah.
spread ashes. But, geez.
Oh yeah, down the dockside, I can see that.
Yeah. I mean, that place is, Dockside is a local restaurant, very well-known restaurant in Virginia Beach. And I'm pretty sure that place has been there since, like, my birth mom was a kid, I think. So.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that is creepy.
Yeah, Mount Mitchell's the same way. It's the highest.
Well, remember I found one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
So where were we at? We found some more. There was a couple times where we ran across.
Me hiking.
San Diaz, you find them up at San Diaz all
San
the time.
Diaz, I have found 4 different spots. And it's funny because I told one of my hiking buddies and they said, really? And they asked me my route and I told them my route and they said, you're missing 2. I was like, what?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the last time I was at the Grand Canyon, there was somebody doing that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And then, we stopped at a rest stop and we found one.
yeah.
Yeah. So Mount Mitchell, rest stop.
That's right. I forgot. Dockside does boat trips.
Yeah. So
I can see it. There you go.
Ooh. But yeah, those creepy ways to, yeah. And Disney, for me, is just way too creepy. So.
One building in Vancouver has a rooftop garden where the tenants have been caught burying their pets' ashes in the planters.
Oh, no.
That's sad.
Yeah. That's really
It's probably good for the plant.
Yeah.
That's sad. All right, so here we go. So anyway, going back to the podcast again, talking about some weird Disney facts. There's about 12 of them that we're going to talk about right here. And boom, there's a sad picture for you. It's little, what's his face?
Simba.
A little symbol of a tear in his eye.
Why?
Because his dad, wasn't his dad James Earl Jones?
Yeah.
Or whatever, yeah.
And his mean uncle was Jeremy Irons, I think. I don't remember.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, so these are 12 facts about Disney that'll make you say that's weird.
Oh.
Yeah. Number 1, there are only a handful of classic Disney films where the main character's parents aren't dead or don't die in the movie.
That's terrible.
It's true, though.
Oh.
Usually there's no moms in these movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snow White, Cinderella.
Mrs. Doubtfire. Wait, no, hold on.
The Little
Mary
Mermaid?
Poppins.
No, it's Little Mermaid, I think. I don't know.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Pocahontas. Any one of the Disney princesses doesn't have a mom.
Yeah. Which is kind of weird. That's some weird Freudian psychology.
Beauty and the
stuff right
Beast.
there. Oh, yeah.
Yep. Snow White.
So, yeah, but as far as movies where the parents are alive for the most part, 101 Dalmatians,
Okay.
Peter Pan,
Yep.
Lady and the Tramp,
Yep.
Mulan.
That's it.
That's...
And the Rescuers.
Oh, wow.
No, I don't know about the Rescuers.
Rumor has
The
it...
only thing I remember about the Rescuers is that dragonfly would grab the leaf
Yeah.
and hold on to it and beat his wings real fast and become like an airboat.
Oh.
Where he took the 2 mice,
Yeah.
you know, because they were going
I haven't...
in the swamp.
I don't remember.
And that dragonfly, like, yeah, it was great, man. I thought it was
Rumor
best
has it that the reason these moms are dead mostly is because partially due to the fact Walt Disney felt guilty about his own mother's death. Why would he feel guilty about that?
because he felt guilty about it.
Oh, okay.
So the second interesting fact or weird fact about Disney is the actress who provided the voice of Lilo from Lilo and Stitch
Yeah.
also played Samara in The Ring.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
And both movies came out the same year.
Same year.
Oh, I remember this one.
Yeah, Disney also once sold old Yeller dog food, and it was recalled.
In 2010.
Yeah, because a dog died from eating it, family dog.
Actually, it wasn't just one dog. That was that.
Let's
big
not make
giant-
this worse than it is. Okay?
That was that big giant recall that happened in 2010.
Yeah, old
So,
Yeller, saddest movie ever.
Yeah.
Donald Duck promoted prophylactics during World War II. That's true.
Remember this?
Yeah, well, I seen them in boot camp. Yeah, when I was in the Navy boot camp, they had all these old cartoons, and they were all from like World War II, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what they would do. Because they're processing all these people to send them over to fight war, and they can't just have a boring movie because nobody's going to pay attention to it. So, all the cartoon companies like Disney, Fleischman Brothers, all those like Popeye, remember the Popeye? Warner Brothers, all of them made these cartoons, these informational, educational cartoons for the GIs. So whenever, hopefully they would remember some of this stuff.
But do you see this image? It's
Yeah.
Oh my God! There's a lady in the background with palm leaves over her areas.
Over her VD area because it says.
Her VD area.
Yeah. Well, Donald Duck promoted prophylactics right during World War II, and it says, "And with me, without a pro, be sly, VD is high." Well, Donald Duck's like, I can't do Donald Duck voice because I was going to do got to clap. But yeah, and Popeye was a serious racist. He was fighting the Japanese and all that stuff and beating them down. So. And in 1946, here's another weird fact. Disney released a 10-minute animated movie titled The Story of Menstruation. What do you call that?
What? The Story of Menstruation?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, you got to play that at school, man, right? It worked so well during the during the war, right?
Didn't our friend dress up as Donald Duck one year for Halloween?
Yes.
Yes. Why would he? I don't know. This is a bit much. So.
Well, then in 1968, Disney also produced a public service announcement called Family Planning. It was all about family planning. Anything you can play in school, right?
I never got cool movies like this when I was going to school.
Well, they eventually figured that they were wrong. Because it says via family planning, right? Not only is having Donald Duck tell you about the birds and bees super creepy, but the film itself was also totally racist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to look these up and see if they're available on YouTube or something.
You know what'll happen? You get pegged somehow.
Okay.
And Mickey Mouse was in a comic where he sold speed. Yeah. Like when he says, "Yum, yum, tastes like chocolate."
Oh, he sold it to Goofy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so bad. And then they run around the house and clean the house and clean out the attic and mow the lawn.
Man, I need some of that. Yeah, so Mickey and Goofy are consuming the psychoactive drugs, but they also start a business selling them.
So not only did they clean the house, they had time to start a business, file a business license, and traffic those drugs.
Yeah, to two of their friends.
Fantastic.
Very nice. Walt Disney himself, this is fact number 8, helped design these creepy ass Mickey Mouse gas masks.
I've seen these,
Yeah.
and at one point, if you got a hold of them, the Smithsonian wanted them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of terrible. They were designed to fit children from 18 months old to 4 years old, and they were distributed in 1942. God, I can't
Gross.
even. No. Now, actual human skeletal remains were once used in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, and here's the fun fact. Evidently, they're going to do a reboot of the Pirates of the Caribbean, and Johnny Depp's not going to be in it.
I wonder why.
I don't know, because it's Disney. You know? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What?
That was in 1967, when
Oh.
they used real human skeletal remains
Yeah, but didn't they?
from the UCLA Medical Center.
Yeah. Okay, so they've been long since been removed and replaced with fabricated replicas. But wasn't there something else, like a major amusement park that had a real human skeleton?
No, there's been a bunch of them. There was one that was
Yeah.
like a traveling carnival or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And that skeleton,
Was like some famous robber from the Southwest.
yeah, and he'd
Yeah.
been like toted around in that carnival for like 40 years or something like that.
Yeah.
So there's an underground tunnel system beneath Disney World.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense.
Wow, they don't give a reason why Johnny Depp's not gonna. Okay.
Probably because he wants too much money or they want to redo it. And, you know, anything they can do to keep getting money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a cool one.
Wow.
When it first opened, the Penny Arcade at Disneyland featured 22 caliber rifles and real bullets.
Yeah.
How could that go wrong? Wow.
Well, evidently it didn't.
It only took Disney a year to realize this was a bad idea and replace the rifles with fake guns.
Yeah, I mean, well, I used to go to these little arcades and stuff. They had like pellet guns.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
And BBs for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here's my favorite.
Yeah.
Number 12. And Mr. Toad's Wild Ride
Yeah.
at Disneyland ends with Mr. Toad driving into a train and then going to hell.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
That's just, no.
Isn't that scary looking?
Yeah.
We should ask Cortana about this picture. Because why not, right? No. That's stupid thing.
See, I went to Disney World, I guess, in Florida, and only got to do a couple of rides because my cousin actually got really sick when we were there.
There's always somebody's got to ruin it.
Yeah, well, it was just weird. But the last rides we got to do were the Teapot ride and It's a Small World. And It's a Small World actually made me puke, but because
Gross.
the music was too loud, and it just started to give me a weird migraine. I was only like, I think I was like 13 or 14, but I also started to see some weird stuff. I'm like, this ride doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride doesn't make any sense either.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Here's a fun factoid straight out of the comments. In the Raiders of the Lost Ark movie, most of the skeletons used in the mummy scene were human skeletons imported from India.
Oh, whoa.
The government has since changed the regulations. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They look pretty good, though. I'd be scared.
Oh, gosh.
So yeah, I thought it was kind of weird, man. You know, people trying to stealthily spread cremated remains at Disneyland, Disney World. It's kind of creepy, but then these little weird facts are kind of creepy too. I'm sure there's like a million of them because these things have been around for a long time. Disney has its own sort of dark side, you know, because everybody's like, oh, Disney, you know, fun, happiest place on earth and all that stuff. Everybody's supposed to be happy, and there's some dark shit that going down with the old Disney stuff, man.
Cousin.
Yeah.
I don't know.
will say whatever I want.
I've always
Speaking of bizarre rectangular icebergs,
really.
you know, Disney is not as wholesome as it once appeared to be.
I've
guess.
never found it 100% wholesome, so
Well, I mean, it was considered safe. Like, you know, you could like let your kids watch the Disney Channel while you were doing whatever because it was supposed to be safe, right? And then look what happens.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber, reptilian. How many reptilians? Like, wasn't Britney Spears on reptilian? Justin Timberlake, reptilian.
Like the Disney.
Christina Aguilera. Aguilera, what was her name? Aguilera?
The Disney Club or morning show was
Guess what? Reptilian.
Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Justin Timberlake,
Reptilians.
and like one or two other people.
Miley Cyrus, reptilian.
Oh yeah. So
She was like Hannah Montana or whatever.
yeah.
All of them reptilians, man. I'm telling you. Yep. So what's going on with that bizarre rectangular iceberg?
I have no idea. We saw some
Me either.
tweets about it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I figured we would talk about it.
Yeah.
That's what we should do.
Antarctica. I can't spell Antarctica.
Ant.
Yeah.
And an Arctic, and then put an A.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty weird looking, man, because I've seen it a couple different times. You kind of pop around the internet. I'm like, what is... And it didn't really have much interest to me. And then I started looking at it today. Or actually, I'm sorry, yesterday. And I was like, let's put it in here anyway.
Yeah, look at that.
What? No.
Okay.
Not putting that.
All right.
Not putting that in there.
So what's up with this rectangular thing?
It's just a large rectangular piece of ice.
And is it a perfect rectangle?
Sure.
Okay.
That's it.
Fantastic.
Yeah. This is one of those things where the matrix gets broken, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's called a tabular iceberg, which
Yes.
do happen to form in Antarctica. And we have these really wide floating ice shelves connected to land, being spread out in a very thin layer. Because it's ice and it's brittle, if that gets too weak or it comes into contact with something, it can shatter and kind of break apart, according to Alec Petty, who is a research scientist with NASA's Operation Icebridge.
Yeah, but see, they're just saying that, it's not unusual.
Okay. I don't know. I would think ice has the ability to, especially in that cold of an area, to form in geometric patterns.
Yeah.
So I think it's all right. I think it can happen.
Yeah, but if you've seen something like that on the moon, you'd be like, oh, no. I think somebody is stealing the ice is what I'm thinking.
Stealing ice.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. Lasers, they cut it, like a big ice cube, take it off in space and go away with it. They just didn't come back and get that one.
For what purpose?
Who am I to even remotely think of what purpose they might need ice for? Probably for mixed drinks. Right? Think about it.
They can fly or travel light years and have very advanced spaceships, but they need our ice to make drinks.
Or cool stuff down, yeah.
Oh, gosh. They have machines to do that.
Do they?
Aliens, yes.
Hey, we got liquid water, man. Most places don't. That's what makes us unusual. It's true.
Oh, Kathy Lee Gifford is a reptilian, according to somebody in our comments
I believe
right now. Yeah. So. And yes, people are saying it looks too cut. I believe if molecules are put in a certain state, especially a cold state, they can align. I mean, that's why perfect rocks happen. That's why gemstones and minerals happen. So why not the same thing with ice or water, which is basically another element.
You're not going to find perfect rocks like this. No.
Not in a perfect square, but
That's a rectangle.
diamonds.
Diamonds aren't like that. They got to be cut like that.
No, I'm saying the way in which diamonds form and their molecules hold together allow them to be shiny. So once they are cut, it's physics and chemistry.
And they're also polished as well.
Yes.
This is freaking aliens and you
But
don't.
you can polish a piece of petrified wood. It's never going to look like a diamond.
Well, that's because that's wood.
Yeah. I'm saying water and diamonds, water and carbon and things like that, they can get manipulated in a way to be perfect. And this is a perfect rectangle in my opinion. So I think it could happen naturally. It's rare.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one that's like trying to defend it. We all know it's freaking aliens. Mm-hmm. I mean, look at that. You think it just naturally occurred? Nope.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
And they're even trying to justify it. They're like, oh, that's normal. And they put up this picture, right? So it's like, hey, look, here's another tabular iceberg. And it's like a bad triangle. Like that's not good. Well, this is a triangular iceberg. No.
But even this rectangular one, we don't see the full rectangle of it.
We see enough.
I bet one end is just as wonky as that triangle one.
Probably not.
So there.
I mean, you don't know.
You don't know either, apparently.
Aliens.
Cornbread agrees with you in our chat right now and says he thinks they're for large drinks.
Exactly. Thanks, Cornbread.
All y'all, I swear.
All right, anyway, we're going to take a second to take a quick break. You're listening to the CreepGeeks podcast. We'll be right back after a brief word from whatever we decide to talk about. Yeah.
Okay.
Brought to you by yourwebdesigner.info. Yourwebdesigner.info offers prices and services that are unrivaled by any competition. And yourwebdesigner.info will customize your website to suit your personal and your business needs. CreepGeek listeners, check this out. Yourwebdesigner.info has a promotion going on right now that is sugar sweet. $115 for one custom web design, 1 month of hosting, one logo, and your domain web address? Well, guess what? It's included. For more information, you can visit us on the internet at yourwebdesigner.info. That's INFO. Or call us at 858-683-3657.
Very nice. And welcome back. And thanks for tuning in to the CreepGeeks podcast. Very much appreciated. We're rocking episode number 99. You like that? 99. Now, we are going to be doing a Halloween podcast. Podcast episode number 100 will be done on Halloween.
Yeah.
That's, was that Wednesday?
Yep.
So.
A little worried.
Yeah, this Wednesday. Why?
Because kids are going to try to ring the doorbell and stuff.
We'll just tell them no. We just won't answer.
They'll keep ringing the doorbell, especially if they hear us. Remember we tried to watch a movie one night and they just kept ringing the doorbell even though we put the candy in front?
Well, I will reach over there and just basically disconnect the doorbell. I'll put a little sign up that says, hell no. And then, that's it.
Don't you have homework to do?
No, maybe we'll just do wireless microphones. We can just answer the door.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because everything works so well. Why would another layer of complexity make things?
Oh, we got a couple of people saying they might not be able to tune in for Halloween.
Those people, why?
Are we going to do the show at the same time?
Okay.
Or I don't know. Are we?
Well, we were going to talk about that.
Okay.
Not in front of everybody. Not in front of the kids, Omi. I don't know. We're going to figure it out. Probably going to do the same time. I mean, same time is like 7:30 on the East Coast, right?
Sure.
We could do it later. I don't know.
Oh, and don't trick-or-treaters have to stop in most places by 8 p.m.?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was my plan, but
All right.
Guess not.
Anyways.
There you go. Scary music.
Killing me.
Got a little beat. You can dance to it. Bang, bang, bang. So anyway, hey, let's talk about this Bigfoot that was spotted in a haunted Irish forest.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's a Bigfoot in Ireland?
Yep.
I never heard of one.
Me either. That's why I put that in there.
Okay. So a woman was walking recently in a forest in Northern Ireland. She stopped when her dogs sensed something strange. Trusting that they would protect her, she approached the area, agitating. While she didn't see anything, she took a picture anyway. It's a good thing she did because it showed something odd.
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't got a clue what it is, but when I saw it, it really freaked me out. It's not like anything I've ever seen before. Maxine Caulfield says she and her dogs were in the in the Slievenora Forest
Yes.
of County Antrim in northwestern corner of Ireland. What she did think the snow-dusted thing in the photo. That sentence makes no sense. Darn it.
So basically, it's a picture of Bigfoot. This lady took a picture of this
Yeah.
snow-covered thing in the haunted forest, right?
Yeah.
And it says it looks like Bigfoot. And people were pointing it out and saying, hey, it's Bigfoot, because when you zoom it in, it really looks like it's got the body of the beast. Like, see?
Yeah, but it's translucent. Is this Bigfoot like Predator?
That's snow. That's not translucent. Look at the freaking picture.
I am looking at it.
It's not translucent.
I see what looks like,
It looks like a Bigfoot trying to walk.
I see trees. I see shadow. I see clear area.
Are you one of these people that when you see the Batman logo, you just see an open mouth with teeth instead of a bat?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
I don't think so, everybody. I don't think so. Do not strike the operator.
This doesn't look like Bigfoot.
It totally looks like Bigfoot.
It looks like
Look,
snow.
it is
that
not
has-
snow. Look at this. Bigfoot.
Look at-
See, look. If you look at the top picture, right? Are you looking?
Yes.
There's Bigfoot. There's the same picture again with no Bigfoot.
I'm looking at the bigger, blown up version, which clearly shows.
That's just one part of the picture. The second part of the picture is when it's zoomed back out, Bigfoot's gone.
That means the snow fell off of the branch. That's
The whole thing is gone. Like, you don't believe that a rectangular piece of ice could be created by aliens, and then you don't believe that this moss-covered stump thing is Bigfoot.
You just said it yourself, moss-covered stump.
It's totally Bigfoot.
It's not Bigfoot.
Yep. Bigfoot.
Not Bigfoot.
See, while some people thought it was Bigfoot or Sasquatch, others just saw an odd-shaped snow-covered bush. That's like, do you hear Yanny or do you hear Laurel?
You can hear either by the power of suggestion.
No,
Yep.
that's not true. Did you think the dress was gold or blue?
Actually, I thought it was blue and black.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
See.
I know. Actually, I thought it was a terrible picture, and I'm sick of seeing terrible pictures.
Oh my God. It's friggin' Bigfoot. It's in Ireland. That's why this article is, that's why we put it here.
And we've never heard of Bigfoot being in Ireland, so that's another.
Anyway, there was a few who remembered the rumors and saw the story, right?
Yeah.
Of a ghost or apparition. But some of the ghost stories can be traced back to October 3rd, 1942. This basically forest where that Bigfoot was, alleged Bigfoot was seen, right? Mm-hmm. Whole area is supposed to be haunted.
Okay.
So people see ghosts, they see apparitions. They basically, on October 3rd, 1942, U.S. B-17 Flying Fortress on its way back to wherever, basically is separated from the squadron, crashed in Ora Mountain. So 8 of the 10 people were perished, or basically perished, and they don't really know what caused it, but it was classified for decades, but supposedly you can hear, right, them up there making noise.
Okay.
Yeah. So they put a memorial up, which is actually pretty nice. But there's ghosts.
And so that, I don't know, I'd be
Ghost equal Bigfoots, man.
No, it
They're all-
doesn't.
yes, it does. If you've got one, then you've got the other. I'm telling you. It's all related. It's all about energy. NRG. Energy.
I mean, I'm more interested in the ghosts and the historical crash that happened. I don't see Bigfoot. I'm sorry. I've looked at this. I just see lights and shadow and snow falling off of a branch. So,
Bigfoot.
nope. So, Yeah.
And also, this forest is allegedly where St. Patrick drove out all the snakes.
And see, we have a comment in the chat. It looks like one of those hunter outfits that look like bushes covered in snow, like a ghillie suit. See, it could be a ghillie suit in the corner of that image.
Or it could just be a Bigfoot who's just walking around.
No.
Going through all that effort. Oh, let me go put on a ghillie suit and hide just in waiting for this lady to go walking by. Which one is
There's
more likely?
entire YouTube channels devoted to pranks like that.
No. You gotta open up. You gotta be open. Mm-hmm. Otherwise you'll never know.
Okay.
Yep.
Open to photos taken with a potato. So.
It's just a small part of an image. Mm-hmm. So, relax.
Okay.
Let me play some relaxing music for you.
No.
There you go. That's nice. Let it in.
I think.
It's Bigfoot.
No, I think it's a ghillie suit.
It's not a ghillie suit. You didn't even know a ghillie suit existed until somebody tried to put it in the comments.
Actually, he didn't name it. I already knew what a ghillie suit was, okay?
Oh, easy now. How do you spell it?
Really?
It's actually named after the person who made it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, go ahead, Google it. Wait, let me Googleize this.
No, because I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure if there was an H in it or not, and there is an H. So, yeah.
It's still Bigfoot.
It is not Bigfoot. If anything, maybe it's a bear.
It's an Irish snow-covered Bigfoot.
The fact that her...
Why would it be a bear? There's no bears in Ireland. There's no snakes in Ireland either. So you're making our little dog mad.
I'm not making her mad.
She's growling at you. She's like, mm-hmm.
That's the dog's going off. So... There are bears in Ireland. You lied.
Have you ever seen one? You've never seen a bear in Ireland, so how do you know they exist?
Because enough people have seen them, okay?
What, in Ireland? You should Google it. Is there Irish bears?
That's exactly what I did.
See? Just because you've never seen one.
Shut up. I don't know. Shut up. I've never been to Ireland.
Very nice.
Because all the Loch Ness monsters ate all the bears.
That's in Scotland. Uh-huh. Boom. There you go. It's quite a remote area, and it's got some history with old Irish clans as well. There's a memorial in the air crash there, a wooden cross with dates. It's got some weird stuff going on in that place. I personally would like to think that Bigfoot can be in Ireland as well.
Okay.
Yes. What?
Nothing. Our dog went from growling to not giving a care in the world.
So anyway, Bigfoot was spotted in a haunted Irish forest in the land of no bears or snakes. And I thought this was very important news. This falls under our funny news / New Mexico news. Sometimes we put Florida news in there as well. I would just like to let everybody know that McDonald's has dragged out the McRib again. So it's been drug out of retirement for yet one more comeback tour, man.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's now available in a combo.
Yes, it is.
And yeah.
Every year, got to do it.
Select stores are doing a 2 for $5 combo too.
That's very nice. So there you go.
Yeah.
2 for $5 combo McRib. Yeah. We had our yearly quota of McRibs this weekend. It was fantastic and delicious.
Every year I forget whether or not I like that thing.
Fine with me.
And then I try one and I go, yeah, I don't like this thing.
Also fine with me.
It's funny, like the ones in the school cafeteria for like school lunches were better.
No,
Yep.
They were just basically fake McRibs. These are real fake McRibs. McRibs are made out of 100%
fake
McRib meat.
Which comes off which animal?
Hey, it's a McRib.
Is it an Irish
It comes
bear?
off the same nuggets that a chicken nugget comes off of, right?
Come off of Irish Bigfoots?
You wouldn't know.
Probably.
Probably made out of 100% Irish bear.
Uh-huh.
There you go. McRib
Oh, it is
back.
So I had a question yesterday
It's a McRiblet.
as to whether or not the McRib was pork or beef.
It's both.
This article says it's a pork patty. So there we
Nice.
go. Yeah.
It's shaped like a McRiblet.
Oh, wow. McRib was born the year I was born,
See?
1981.
There you go. That explains the flavor. Well, no, because the barbecue sauce that was really popular back then, do you know what kind of barbecue sauce was really popular back then?
No.
I don't either. But it's on the McRib and it's super tasty. It's got onions, it's got a little pickle action there.
Yeah.
It's got its own consistency. See, the problem with the McRib is if you have this really high expectation that it's just this amazing thing, you'll be thoroughly disappointed.
Oh.
It's just a different sandwich. It's actually pretty tasty. If you look at it on its merits, it's a little pork patty. It's got onions on it. It's got little pickles, barbecue sauce, and a bun, and that's it, man. And it's fantastic. Some people are like, it doesn't taste like ribs. Well, of course it doesn't taste like ribs.
Yeah.
There's no bones in there. It's the McRib, man.
Some of our listeners are saying they've never had a McRib.
Ban those people immediately.
Yeah. Are they tangy or zesty?
It's got freaking barbecue sauce on it. What do you think it tastes like?
Well, there's tangy barbecue sauces. There's
Okay, well, you had it. What did it taste like? You can tell the people.
tasted like
Tasted like it had like Casey Masterpiece barbecue sauce. Actually, it tastes like it had Heinz barbecue sauce on it,
yeah.
right?
See,
With onion.
lots of onion. There's so much onion on mine. Ugh.
That's part of it.
Now, for those of you who have not
That's part
had,
of the allure.
see, well, Wendy's barbecue is zesty. That's one of the comments we have.
Okay, it's Heinz.
So this does taste like Heinz or KC Masterpiece
No, it
barbecue
doesn't
sauce
taste like Casey. It just tastes like regular old barbecue sauce.
on top of just a plain pork patty.
The McRib is back.
Yeah. Now, for
It's
those
a tasty, fun favorite.
For those of you who haven't had the McRib, McDonald's has provided a handy McRib locator on their website.
It's slathered in tangy barbecue sauce
And I'm
and
putting-
slivered onions. What more do you need?
I'm putting the link in the comments for our listeners.
Don't be a McSucker. Get a McRib.
So, yes. So you can go to McRibLocator.com,
Yes.
try one, and then let us know what you think.
It was a joyous day. I got a text message from Mr. Dave, who's not here. It was like, dude, McRib. And I was like, whoa. And you're like, I'm going to go to the store. I'm like, yes, get me McRib, please.
Me and Pepper went hiking, and then we went
Hiking for McRibs.
yeah, hiking, kind of nice.
Tart pickles.
Got away from people.
Hoagie style bun.
Got our little break from
Slivered with
society for a while,
Doop, 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 doop.
and then wasted all that alone time and hiking time on being crowded and cramped in a grumpy line of drive-through people.
Here you go. You know why? It's freaking delicious.
There was a
McRib.
dude who was literally honking and like yelling at the person in front of him.
Because he wanted that McRib.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That guy was a McAsshole.
Yes, he was. Just-
McRib.
Yes. Pepper is doing well. She did not enjoy the tiny piece of McRib I broke off without onions, because you shouldn't give dogs onions. Tried to give her a little piece of McRib. She did not like it. So
She has no taste. Not a bit.
So Pepper and I are not big fans of the McRib, but you are.
I mean, I'm good for one a year, maybe two. 2 a year. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's delicious.
Now, one of our commenters loved it in the styrofoam case back in the day. I remember when it came in the styrofoam case too.
Yep.
That actually kept it warm. I miss those styrofoam cases.
Yeah.
That allowed you to order in the drive-thru, go home, and your burger or your food was still fresh.
Yes. And it had just enough ability to retain the flavor of whatever was in it. So when you're feeding the sea turtles, they can still taste the delicious barbecue sauce.
But
Yeah.
we all love sea turtles, so
They are delicious.
we don't use
McBison
styrofoam.
sounds pretty tasty. I'll take some McBuffalo.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be good. Very nice.
No, they were actually thinking about doing that one year. But, yeah, never
McBison.
happened. Yeah.
McRib locator. If you read it, it looks like McRib locator. It looks weird. So Pepper's doing good. Marley's dog Sugar doesn't like it either, which tells me that Sugar also has no taste.
Would you stop?
Canada does not have the McRib this month. I would be sad as well.
Yeah.
Dang.
But,
So sad.
you know, that was one thing we used to have a Halloween
And
tradition.
they have ruined their apple pie.
Yeah.
Their apple pie is garbage now.
That used to be a family tradition of my family's. We would go to McDonald's.
McRibs and apple pies.
Well, we'd go to McDonald's. We'd get a small combo. When we were kids, we'd still get a Happy Meal and an apple pie.
Oh, I think the Happy Meal's gone now.
Yeah. Well, we'd get the Happy Meal and apple pie. We'd eat first in our car, and then we'd go trick-or-treating. And that was a thing for a few years. And it was a pretty good tradition. Yeah. And then my dad has his own tradition where it's like sausage McMuffins on Sundays.
There's some anger in the comments.
Yeah.
They're talking about apple pie. They're like, baked bullshit. It's meant to be fried. That's true, actually. I would have to agree. And the caramel apple empanadas at Taco Bell are super tasty, by the way. I forgot all about those.
Yeah.
And churros are super tasty, but it's a different type of thing, though.
But
Treat yourself. Yeah.
see, that's the stuff I remember about Halloween. Not like
What? Is caramel empanadas?
no, the old McDonald's apple pie, the original
Yeah.
one. Eating one of those because it was always cold on Halloween, and I'd eat one of those and I'd have just enough warmth to go trick or treating.
Yeah, because it's such a hard, trying time trick-or-treating in Virginia where it's
I
like,
was a little kid.
ooh, it's so cold. It's 60 degrees.
Yeah, but when your family was originally stationed in Hawaii, and then we come here.
Hold on, let me find some music for that. What's the good music for that? Okay, here we go.
Total bull.
Would you stop? That was our thing, though, because it was so cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
The churro twists at Taco Bell are super tasty. Yeah, it's funny. We're talking about all this delicious food, and right now in our crock pot is that pot roast is starting to smell pretty pot roasty.
oh, it's still got 2 more hours.
What do you mean?
It's got an hour and a half.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it says you have to cook it for like 4.5 hours.
That's garbage.
Yep.
You need to cook it faster.
You need to tell the pot to cook it faster.
We need one of those pots. What do they call them?
Instapot?
Instapot.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll get one later, like in December. Okay.
I don't want that as a Christmas present. So if you're thinking, I'm going to get him an Instapot, you know. No, not for me. Do you want it?
I'm not lugging an Instapot across the country around and
It
around.
wouldn't be like you have to keep it on your lap. We have a 2500 Dodge. We have a 2500 Ram ProMaster. We can put pallets, physically put pallets in there. I think we can figure something out.
Oh, one of our listeners made green chili stew overnight, and their house smells like green chili still. That's another thing I want.
You know, that's one thing you can't cook overnight.
What?
Chitlins.
Ew. Yuck, why would you?
Because your house would smell like a pork fart. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Stew sounds tasty. White chicken chili is tasty in the old crock pots.
See, now y'all are giving me ideas what to make for Halloween.
Maybe we should have maybe you guys should be submitting like recipes and stuff to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, chitlins.
Yeah.
These delicious and flavorful slow crock pot cooked chitlins are guaranteed to make your house smell awful. Oh, yes, indeed. All right, moving back into the podcast. So, talking about different things there, I actually closed my documents. I don't even know where we're at anymore.
Maybe doing a commercial.
Oh, okay. You ready? You want to do a commercial? All right, hold on. Go ahead. Hold on, let me get some. There you go. Hold on. That's nice.
Audible is an audio entertainment that entertains, educates, and inspires. For you, the listeners of CreepGeeks podcast, Audible is offering a free audiobook download with a free 30-day trial to give you the opportunity to check out their service. To download your free audiobook today, go to audibletrial.com/cheapgeek. Again, that's audibletrial.com/cheapgeek for your free audiobook.
All right, so anyway, get back into the podcast again. Yeah, use the Audible link. Get you a couple free audiobooks, so if you like it, great. If you don't, you don't. What?
Your phone.
So, nobody knows why you got to bring it up. Because my phone's not even making any noise. No. No. Ooh, I got a link.
Yeah.
The link is for crock-pot white chili chicken. Very nice. Thank you very much for... I don't want to say who sent that to me, Brittany. Heck yeah. I am actually going to forward that.
Yeah.
How do I forward that to you?
Hold press. A long press.
It just took a screen capture. All right, here you go. Very nice. Dang, Brittany, you got me busted. Don't be showing them. Just handle it, woman. I got stuff going on over
How
here.
about learn some technology? Okay.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I got all this, and what do you got over there? Here you go, just long breath on the phone.
Your phone. That's what I've got over here.
Okay, I was trying to take care of some business over here, but now since you pimped me out like that.
I'm going to turn your ringer off.
My ringer was off. Oh, look at that. And you didn't hear any noise. You actually heard sound coming. Don't.
Mm-hmm.
Just stop it. I'm going to turn you down a minute. Boop. Nice. Let me find some music. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. That's nice. All right, anyway. Very nice indeed. Sorry, I don't like chili. I'm a heathen. What kind of savage doesn't like chili?
A Canadian.
Canadian savage. Oh, so you were foiled. What's the matter? Did your volume not work? All right. So anyway, getting back into the podcast. Yeah, it is. We should do that. We should exchange some recipes and stuff. Okay. I put a link in the chat if you want to buy something off Amazon. I've been storing stuff there. Okay. Stuff that I buy. Yeah. So there you go. Oh, here we go. Old people don't do well with touchscreens. It's taken Katrina about an hour and a half to figure out how to post a comment. Very nice.
Are we going to turn into like the Paranormal and Dinner podcast?
I hope so. So I was telling this ghost about my white chili. Yeah. Well, it actually looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do this. We actually have chicken, so why not? We should do this.
Okay.
Look, it's got avocados in it.
We got to go to the grocery store. I'm looking at the ingredients from over here, and I'm like, yeah, we got to go to the store. So.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, creamy crock pot white chicken chili looks amazing, so we'll do that.
I like anything that I can set up to cook and then walk away from and not have to pay attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
One of our listeners, okay, so we have a listener in Canada, Prospera, and he teaches us a lot, not just about Canada, but some really interesting trivia. And then one of our listeners, Marley, she's native to New Mexico.
She decided to not have the carne adobada
Burrito.
Yeah.
And
she had tamales and frijoles.
Yeah, which is tamales and beans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's like, lots of New Mexico food. And interesting thing, like tamales are like a really serious thing out here. People give them as gifts and as
Yeah, it's definitely and it can be like a holiday thing for sure.
Yeah, like big Thanksgiving thing too. So one of our other listeners will actually bring trays to different families. So that sounds really good right now.
Tamales are super tasty.
Yeah.
Pozole is pretty good too. I like pozole stuff.
I am really picky about pozole.
Yeah, a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Anyway, getting back into the food podcast.
Ghosts and food.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in to the CreepGeeks. Right? Crepes. So, very nice.
Oh, man.
Maybe we should do that. So if we come across something we think is super tasty, we may put the recipe in the show notes so that you too can look to see what we think is super tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. And surprise, surprise, that's all the podcast we have for you today.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have done it all. So pretty much what it boils down to, there's a couple different things you can do to contact us.
Oh, you can email us
Yes.
at contact@creepgeeks.com. Be sure to put attention Greg or Omi in the subject line. If you want to comment to each of us specifically, you can reach out to me at omi@creepgeeks.com or greg@creepgeeks.com. You can also check out our Teespring store for t-shirts. I'm going to go ahead and put that link in there now. So.
Oh, don't forget to give them a code, the Halloween coupon code, which is 30% off.
Yep, and it's just the coupon code is Halloween.
Yeah.
So, yep, and then.
So if you buy a sweatshirt that's like 45, it goes to like 30 or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. This is where we put our shows.
Yes.
And in the future, we're going to be putting more stuff. Once we reach 100 subscribers, we'll have a custom URL. So there's that. If you want it to be easier to share the show and talk about the show, get us to 100 subscribers, folks. You can also like us on Facebook and share. We appreciate being able, seeing you guys share our posts elsewhere. It really helps. And we have a Facebook group where you can get into active discussions with both us and our moderators. We have 2 moderators in our Facebook groups. Just type CreepGeeks Facebook group and join. Yeah. So not really sure what else to say other than the music used in this podcast is licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license or licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 4.0 license. Again, all music used in our podcast is credited in the show notes on YouTube and on the audio download.
I forgot to say, went to make a point.
Yeah.
That the McRib turned 9.
Turn 9?
Yeah. In 2010 is when it first became nationwide.
Oh. So even though
It was out before in regional areas before, because I had them for a long time.
Because it said 1981, and I remember my dad having them. So, yeah. But, yep. But again, check the show notes if you're interested in the music or anything that we play during the show.
Yes.
So, yep.
So our chat's talking about all sorts of stuff. Tamales, yeah. And Marley's a perfect example. My family makes 20 dozen tamales for Christmas because they're like Christmas presents. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Jessica has never had a tamale. I'm sorry about that. Cornbread says, good times, y'all.
Yeah.
And Brittany says, Marley, can I have a Christmas present too? And then she's like, oh, wait, may I?
So, but Jessica, if you've never had a tamale, don't go into the store, the grocery store, and get those little tamales in a can.
Well, I'm not in a can, but I mean, some places sell them in the freezer section of like Walmart, so it's better than nothing.
Yeah. So.
Very nice indeed. Thank you very much, Mr. Prospero.
Yeah.
Who says, thank you, Greg and Omi, for a great show as always. Very nice. Appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yeah.
Very, very nice indeed. I wanted to check something real quick. So tell them about Halloween.
What? So for Halloween, we've been collecting a couple of things we'd like to talk about, and we're still collecting you guys' short stories or personal anecdotes. If you've had something creepy happen to you, please send it in.
If you want to talk about it, yeah.
If you'd like to talk about it, we'll share it on the show. We'll tell your story for you if you'd like. And if you don't want to use your name, that's fine. Just say, tell us who you are, but we won't tell everybody else if you want to remain anonymous. Certain submissions, if they're good enough and we do read them on the show, we'll go ahead and send you guys a podcast sticker for it.
Yes.
Yep. Stickers, do you want to remind people?
Hold on a second. Stickers are completely contingent on you actually giving up your address.
Yeah.
If you don't give up your address, you get no sticker. I hate to be mean about it, but what are we supposed to do? Just go open the door and fling it out the window? right? Because it's like,
Tie it to a balloon.
it's like,
and
I didn't
let
get
it
my
off.
sticker. It's like, you didn't give me an address. If I don't have it, where do you want me to, I'll email it to you. How about that?
Yeah. So
These are like legitimate stickers.
yeah.
As in they're for real. They're
Yeah.
like vinyl, man. They don't fade in the sun or any of that stuff.
Really nice stickers from Sticker Mule.
You're not supposed to say who it's.
Yeah, but you know what?
Oh my God.
Every time we tell them, I get a credit.
That's not true. Is it true?
Yeah. Yeah, last credit I got was $10.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, but the brand Sticker Mule, it's great, high quality, they last. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But stickers go out to the good stories. If you have a personal anecdote,
I'll tell you a little
something
secret.
that
Stickers are going to go out to any story.
yeah.
Let's not be mean. Because they won't know. They won't know. So anyway, yeah, share your story if you want. We have the phone number that you can give them a call, or you can give us a call, I should say. Do you remember what the phone number is? Because I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. I can never remember that phone number. It's 575
208
I think it's
4025.
4025. That's what I think it is, right? 575-208-4025.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, indeed. Very much appreciated for people who watch and listen. And for everybody who listens to the audio podcast, every Sunday we get a big spike in downloads. Very much appreciated.
Yep.
So it's funny. We record this show. It's like people download a show behind. It's just strange how it happens.
Well, for audio podcasts, I can totally see that.
Well, yeah. I mean, but it's just still kind of weird. So, but yeah, we do put them on YouTube as well, so you can check the show links. But with the audio podcast, people have been sticking around. We average, every month is more.
Yeah.
Every month we get at least 200 more. Actually, sometimes every episode. But, generally the way it works for us is every month we've been getting an average of between 100 to 200 more. Now we're up to an average of 250 more people listen to our audio podcast monthly. It's really hard to get the metrics on audio podcasts because of the way it's spread out. But yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And if you do decide to join us because you're listening on audio and you want to join us for our live show, when you join us, say hello. We love chatting with you guys.
Sure.
And also let us know how you found us.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So.
But,
Very nice. All right, so anyway, we're going to go ahead and end the audio podcast. And for those of you who watch and follow along with the live stream, stick around. This is where we kind of hang around and answer questions, talk to you guys for a little while. But for those tuning into the audio podcast, thank you very much. We'll see you again on Halloween.
yep.
Which is Wednesday. So if you want to listen to that, that's fantastic. So very much appreciate it with that. So anyway, that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
See you later. I'm going to play the music. Take it easy. Bye-bye. So stick around for the after show.
Hello?
Hello. Very nice. And we're back for the after show. Thanks for sticking around. Any questions, comments, concerns? Now's the time to throw them out there so we can talk to you guys for a little while.
Yeah.
And then when we're done, we're done. So, yeah, there's that. Oh, breaking stuff over here. McRib.
Yeah.
Marley's like, see you later. Bye-bye. Good night, Marley. I know it's late. It's like 7.
Oh, she gets up early, doesn't she?
I don't think it's that early.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know. Doom, 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 doom.
Well, I didn't get an answer back, so.
You think people just think that we just leave?
Yeah, I think they do.
Well, there you go then.
So we should give out more stickers on the Halloween episode.
Well, we can. I mean, we should. Why not?
Yeah, because I finally got envelopes to mail out
Envelopes.
Helena's sticker. So
What?
yeah.
You even have our address?
Yes, I did. But the other girl,
Courtney?
Courtney, yeah, she still hasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, Hunter's like, so.
What is going
I
on?
don't know. Jay's like, hello?
Hello.
Hello? Yeah. Can you self-proclaim yourself a futurist asking for a friend? No.
Oh.
You can self-proclaim yourself anything, cornbread. But, if you're seen as a futurist, other futurist, then I would think that you're a futurist. Much like photography. If other photographers see you as a professional photographer, then other professional photographers see you, then you're probably a professional photographist.
Like, I'll never say I'm a professional photographer. Ever. So.
I don't claim to be one, but I am recognized as such, so there you go. Well, think about it. I mean, if your income is derived from photography, and other people see you as being a professional, then you're probably a professional. But if you're shooting weddings for
Yeah, but that's also, I don't call somebody a professional plumber. I just call them a plumber.
Yeah, but there are people that are professional plumbers. If you call and somebody picks up the phone and shows up and they have a business and they've been doing it for 30 years, that's probably a professional plumber. If you call your uncle who just happens to know where to rent a roto-rooter from, probably not a professional, right? You could call me a plumber if we went to Home Depot and actually rented a powered snake and stuck it in the drain. Does that make me a plumber?
So if somebody derives a significant portion of income for something, or notoriety, like in Cornbread's question, we should put the adjective professional in front of it?
No, but if they claimed it,
okay,
then they would be more likely to be accepted versus when you have somebody, go back to photography, who buys a $200 camera and shows up and says, oh, I'm a professional because I got business cards. You know what I mean? I think that basically they're not. Yeah.
Okay.
Because what makes them a professional? The fact that they bought the gear? Where's the years of experience? Where's the the recognition from others?
Yeah.
Who do that particular job or that vocation? Who also, where's that coming from? So, yeah. So you can be a professional, That's what Jay says.
Oh, wow.
What?
So I had to mute a couple of things as far as the podcast is concerned. Well, not the podcast, but actually updates in my email.
Really?
Like LinkedIn, as soon as I add certain things on social media to my profile, like on Facebook, the CreepGeeks is listed. You can actually go to my Facebook profile and say, oh, she's the podcaster at the CreepGeeks podcast.
Yeah.
Well, I did the same thing for LinkedIn and all this other stuff. Well, the moment I added that I was a podcaster on LinkedIn, it's I now have I'm scrolling with my finger on my laptop, 2 or 3 things, 2 or 3 pages now of people that want me to add them to their LinkedIn network. Just because I added podcaster to my LinkedIn profile.
Yeah, because anybody can have a podcast.
Yeah.
Evidently. So you didn't tell anybody about your new headphones.
Oh.
What do they sound like? Do they work or what?
I think they work.
Hold on. Trade.
I think my, that's different.
Yeah, can you tell the difference?
Yeah, I can tell the difference. I think they work very well, especially compared to what I'm listening to right now. But what I do think is any problems I'm hearing or experiencing from here on out, even with those headphones, it's because I might have some sort of hearing issue.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes, you do.
I think I'm...
See, because these open headphones right here,
Yeah.
you probably couldn't hear yourself hardly at all the entire time. I can hear myself just fine. And you, just fine. And when I'm talking, just fine. I can hear everything just fine.
No, well, when you turn the volume up, I could hear myself.
Well, yeah, because it's louder. But,
Yeah.
I mean, what I'm, it's too loud when I turn it all the way up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should be
I
able
was
to hear
about
better
say,
with those.
It is a bit loud. I mean, you could have turned it down a little bit.
Well, you can.
Towards the middle of the podcast, we could have turned it down a little bit. But those headphones are very nice. They didn't give me a headache or anything. When you podcast, you should have the enclosed ear situation the best you can. But I have a big old noggin, and usually headphones give me a headache.
So you're going to keep them or what? That's really what it boils down to. Because if you're not going to keep them, because these do a good job of blocking out the ambient noise. That's why it sounds like you're listening to a cup.
No, I think we should keep these.
So you want them?
Yeah, I like them.
All right.
So,
She's talking about the Grado 60 SR60Es. Hold on. I can't remember. If you're looking for a pair of new headphones and you got about $80 to spend, these things are fantastic. But if you don't know what open ear or open back headphones are all about, because you're like maybe not an audiophile type person, then don't buy them.
you should, I was trying to log in at Amazon and grab a link. So, but I like these ones because it sounds really clean.
Yeah.
Those ones, it's a weird, it's like if I messed up the equalizer setting on my iPhone. That's what those sound like. So.
Swallow. Good Lord of the dance. Yeah. Nobody wants to hear that right in your ear. These are fantastic headphones, though. Actually, both these are. But the ones that you have, these are the Prestige series that you can get off Amazon for pretty inexpensive, really, in the grand scheme of things. Prospero knows. He's not a doctor, but he's bought a bunch of stuff off that he says he is, right? Yeah, the Grado or the Grado, the SR series, the 60Es replaced the 60Is. What? What are you doing?
Can you turn it down a little?
No, turn it down. You know where it is. I can't turn it. Why? It's not louder. It's the same volume it's been.
Okay.
So, they're very nice. They sound fantastic. Don't give me a look. A little side eye with your scrunched up face. Hello?
Grumpy.
Not grumpy. Can you turn it down a bit? How do we ban Jay without him knowing it? So, I too enjoy the Grados, so it looks like I'm gonna have to buy me some. What? What are you looking at now?
Oh, I was trying to see if this was a link that you put in.
No, I didn't put a link in. You want me to put a link in?
Yeah.
All right.
So while we're doing the talk part of the audio show, y'all got any suggestions for the Halloween show? Yeah. Yeah, Katrina, she's mentioning that she had a pair of headphones similar in design to, I guess, mine, and they would hurt her ears. I have some weird piercings up at the tops of my ears, and I actually took these ones off because it would get real bad with headphones. And now I just have one on my left ear, and it's not even that now. It's actually that I got a big old noggin. So yeah. So the pressure starts to add up after a while, and it just hurts. So I'm hoping it's not as bad. Haunted stories, yes, that is a suggestion that I'm looking for from other people. If you have your own personal haunted story instead of us like rehashing something, that's floating around the web. If you have a personal experience, we'd love to share that with our audience. So I don't know if we're dressing up for the podcast. I did get me some Halloween leggings, but you can't really see those since the podcast is from here to here. So, yeah.
What?
Prospero's given some audio recommendations for headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says he has a Shure set. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
We also use a studio set as well. Oh wow, they got them back in stock. These are the best and least expensive studio headphones I've ever had, as far as the quality goes. Mm-hmm. They're fantastic. A lot of people like them. Solid 4 stars.
Jay's gonna dress up as Greg for Halloween.
Go ahead. It's hard to strive for excellence, bro. If you feel you're up to the task. I like the HD Sennheiser, or the HD Sennheisers. The Sennheisers, I like Sennheiser. The HD 202s are fantastic. Only $58. When we first got them, we've had these since 2013. And the foam is still good. They cover your ear and all that good stuff. Flat profile for studio work or studio listening, same thing, because you kind of want that. And yours are a little bit different. I got you the Prestiges because I know that they deliberately sound different.
Yeah.
So figured it'd be better for you. But yeah, I like the 20. Well, the 201s were stupid cheap, but the Sennheiser 202s, fantastic. Sony's got a good set too. The Shures I was looking at, I kind of went back and forth on, depending on what Shures. And these, I have a limit for headphones. Anything over $100, we're throwing away our money.
Really?
Yeah, because you can't hear it and I can't hear it.
So where do I...
We can't hear the difference, so we don't have the audio chops to be able to hear the difference.
But you do.
Well,
I don't.
Not as much as I used to. I used to be a sonar tech. I used to hunt and track stuff by sound. I used to have to listen and be able to distinguish and classify and all that stuff and get tested every year. My hearing is shifted because I'm older. So a lot of frequency responses I can't hear anymore. So me buying the $500 set of the Grottos, or even the $500 set that Shure has, and that all of these guys have, like Shure, Sennheiser, all this, would be wasted for me.
So I just listened to way too much techno when I was in my 20s or something. With headphones, because I can't hear anything these days. I'm like, not.
That just means you're defective.
Oh, thanks.
It happens with age. Just
And I noticed a shift, like, I want to say when I was like 32 to 34, I just stopped being able to hear as good as I could.
Yeah.
And it's just getting worse. Which is funny because we actually have a listener to our podcast who is mostly deaf. And she can hear us just fine, so that's good.
Sweet.
So, oh, wow.
Yeah.
But I want to learn what I can hear and can't hear, but I guess I'd have to jump into the rabbit hole of like audio or...
Well, you have to get an audiogram to find out what frequencies and tones you can hear and not hear. Prospero says his Shure set was on sale for $75, so I got a deal. What model, man? What's up, bro? What model do you got?
Marley wants us to read about the Dulce Wars in Dulce, New Mexico. We've
talked about that 3 times.
Yeah, we have talked about it. There was a conference that we were going to go to, and I think that was last year or the year before, or around this time last year.
We were going to go last year and decided not to. We were going to go the year before, but I blew my eye out and we couldn't go.
Well, last year was the year you blew your eye out. Yep, 2017, because I saw the Facebook memories.
All right.
But on top of us blowing it off, it turned out one of the people at the event did not show up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was. The person that was supposed to go, we were excited to go see, wasn't going to be there.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Stanton Friedman.
Yeah.
And he didn't go because he said, I'm old.
And he sent somebody else in his stead.
Yeah.
So, but I actually still want to check that whole thing out. We've just heard from other locals, traveling up to Dulce is a bit difficult.
Yeah.
So it's on our bucket list. I just don't know when it's going to happen. I want to start going to some of these places, but then I get a little scared or creeped out.
No, we're going to go.
Yeah.
It's always been a time thing for us, but we're going to make time.
Yeah.
Especially with 2019. 2019, we're going to blow stuff up, set stuff on fire.
Yep.
And I don't mean like for real. I mean like...
Just have a little fire constantly right here.
There's like a little click. You hear like click noise. Oh, man. Like Illuminati, FBI, listen to us.
But yeah, I do think we could cover some more New Mexico stuff. Marley, one early version of this podcast, we did spend part of a Halloween or near Halloween episode talking all about La Llorona.
La
Llorona, yeah, the lady in white. So
Lorena.
Yeah.
Llorona.
Which is kind of cool.
My Sharona.
Would you stop? Because there's a movie coming out next year, and I'm really excited for that.
Yes.
I think that's one of the few lady in white urban legends or just, cultural significant, type things. That's one of the only ones that's lasted. We've heard similar stories in other areas, especially like the mountains in the Appalachia area of West Virginia and things like that. They had their own lady in white, but it's pretty much fallen out of the common mythos. But the lady in white here in New Mexico and in the Southwest going strong. So I'm very fascinated by that. Also that there are still accounts happening to this day. So...
Very nice.
Marley, she's terrified to go see the movie. Too many times it was used on her as a child growing up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Not scary.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think if my parents ever did anything like that, like threatened me with like a paranormal entity. I don't think they did. So... But I did find the concept of the tooth fairy terrifying, and it started to creep me out as a little kid, so my parents actually had to stop doing it earlier than most and let me know it was actually them. Because
Well, yeah, it's kind of creepy.
Oh, it messed me up. Like, I think from 5, they tried to hold on as long as they could from like 5 until something else, like 5 or 6 almost.
Yeah.
It kind of stopped because the concept of someone sneaking in to my bedroom while I'm sleeping is not something that I've ever been okay with, even at a young age. So, but yeah, that's only, and that wasn't even paranormal. I mean, that was supposed to be a happy thing. So, yeah. Huh. All right, but yeah.
I did have the... Stop talking. It's my turn. I'm talking to Prospero. Gosh. I had these in my cart the other day. I was going to buy these. And then I decided I was going to buy the Sonys instead, and then I realized that they weren't for me. They were for her, so that's why I bought the Prestige. Yeah. What? The SR60s. To my headphones.
Yeah. Gosh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, again, Jay or anybody else who's listening, if you have those suggestions, go ahead, email them, contact@creepgeeks.com, and we'll get back in touch with you. You can also do Omi or Greg at creepgeeks.com. We'll get back in touch with you, ask you a couple of questions if your story's good enough and if we can read it on the air. As far as dessert is concerned, as soon as we end this podcast, I might just be
You better be.
making a German chocolate cake.
That's right. German chocolate cake.
Yeah. Even though I did buy, man, candy has gotten so much better. And now that we're grown-ups, like these candy Halloween variety bags.
It hasn't gotten better. It's just that we can just buy the good stuff. Parents didn't buy the good stuff to give out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all it is. Like,
So-
oh, candy's better. No, it ain't. They just,
Well, I have a variety pack of chocolate and then Starburst. So it's like all the good chocolates and then Starburst, which
What?
I'm fine with because
you should separate all the chocolate stuff and we'll just put out Starburst.
I like Starburst.
All right. Well, you know what? Okay.
Yeah. Like
right.
the red one's the best one. Everybody thinks the strawberry, the pink one's the best one. No, the red one is the best one. So, yeah. Brian, stop. Brian's being very grim. Do we need to hug you? We need to hug Brian somehow.
You bastard, Brian.
He's talking about people who in his family who have passed on.
Yeah.
We need to give Brian
German
a hug.
chocolate cake was my dad's favorite.
Everyone,
He's dead now.
if you know Brian, give him a hug tomorrow.
He likes the surprise hugs.
Jeez. So.
All right, so we're going to wrap this up in 1 minute.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, look, Jessica, she agrees. She agrees that the other starbursts are better. So, yay. All right. I got to go check on the pot roast and stuff, guys. But remember, email us or even reach out to us on Facebook if you want to submit your story so that we can read it on Wednesday. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Good night, everybody.
See you later. You guys have a good night. So, bicycle.
Bye.
Think of my dad when you eat that cake. That's so dirty, man. That's like this dirty pool right there.
Brian, you're wrong. You're just wrong.
I'll be thinking of you, Brian, when I'm eating that delicious German chocolate
Yum,
cake.
yum, yum, yum.
Super fantastic. All right, see you guys later. Bye-bye.